refresher after hours, sitting down with the crew, talking shop, jobs, and life. My name's John, 27 plus years in the hot tap industry.
My name's Keith, 15 years in the hot tap industry.
My name's Ricardo. I've been doing this for 12 years.
My name's Bailey. I've been doing this for almost 6 in a couple months.
Yeah. So let's talk about this week. Ricardo, you had some 30s going on this week.
Yeah, it was a rough start at the beginning, but I think we're finally getting somewhere.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, just the rain, the weather, and a little bit of communication as always. But yeah, we're getting somewhere.
I know the weather killed us beginning of this year.
It did.
Rain, snow,
Just being cold in general.
cold,
Slowly
slows
warming
down.
up.
Finally got some new equipment ordered, some small stuff. That's I know you've had trouble with scheduling all this small stuff. Lots of 6 and 8 inch line stops. Man, hopefully we can get that equipment in there. That'll help us out. Let's see, bad things. Anything bad happened this week?
Only thing bad that happened with me was I did that night team.
Yeah, let's talk about night jobs.
Yeah.
Like that's you work all day and then you gotta go work all night.
Yeah. That was like a 20-hour day.
Oof.
But it was a little, I mean, we got it done. I had Mason and David with me. We ended up just knocking it out. It took a couple hours, but
What time y'all get back?
I pulled up on site about 10:30, and I think we got back here to the shop at about 4:30. So we had to do a 12-inch team valve and the 8-inch tap, which they were side by side in the same hole, so it wasn't too bad, but just cold and dealing with it.
Cold, and then it knocks you out for the next day because then it throws everything out
I
of
got home at
whack.
like 5:30, slept till about 11:30, and you never get enough sleep after the night jobs. It's never the same.
Where'd you go this week, Keith? Anywhere?
Nowhere in particular, no.
No?
Checked on a few jobs.
You went to Charleston, huh?
Yeah, you
I
did
went
go
to Charleston.
Yeah.
Went to Charleston to do a job down there for Boeing, which was an 8-inch tap. No issues. The drive sucked. 4 hours down, 4 hours back, and an hour's worth of work.
Yeah, we do a lot of driving. A lot of driving. New guys out there doing some big stuff this week. Doing some valve inserts on their own. Few hiccups here and there, but
Cutting backwards.
yeah.
They were cutting backwards.
Well,
They
you
figured
gotta
out
do it to
the
learn.
right direction on how to cut it.
Man, I always say you got to mess up to learn.
Right. Yeah, they did the second one pretty good. Both lines being dry, which helped.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
like,
like,
what the heck? It happens about once every couple years. What a mess. Got paid this week. That's always good,
Yeah.
Get paid
it's always
every
good
week
to
now.
pay.
right?
Except for
So
the
it's
salary
good.
boys on
Right.
that side of the table.
Yeah, it's good to get paid. You work all this overtime, and then Uncle Sam takes it all.
Right.
Yep.
God bless. Yeah, taxes. All of our work depends on somebody else being ready. Contractors. I know Keith deals with it all the time.
Like today.
All the time.
Yeah, we got some really good customers. We show up, they're like, "Yeah, be here 11 o'clock," and we show up at 10:30. They're like, "Ready."
It's like yesterday, I went out there to Peachland. The calendar said 12, and I was like, no, I know those guys. I got there about 10:30. They're already ready. Went ahead, knocked out, and I was off the site before 12.
Nice.
Unlike today, drove out to Fayetteville for a little 2-inch tap. Got there at 10. Didn't start till about 2,
Jeez.
1:32.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Poor planning on their part, or
I think they were expecting us to have a smaller machine. That's exactly what they were. But I mean, also we got there and they weren't even ready. They were still digging.
Yeah.
We didn't even see the pipe whenever we got there. So
Yeah, that's
is
the
what it
biggest
is.
thing is like, Keith, you ask them, you're like, "Hey, like, we could be there anytime. What time you want us to be
Yeah.
there?"
Call the day before. They tell you they're going to be ready.
Right.
They ask you dimensions, what size your equipment is. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
You get there,
Yeah, you give it in their hands.
It's-
I mean,
they're never ready. This contractor wasn't ready.
right.
This one time.
Small holes.
Small holes.
That,
They deal with
Like-
small
like
holes.
the double 36.
Yeah,
we
The
did.
double
36.
36s we did out in South
Had
Carolina.
like a 4x5 hole and 3 foot of pipe in between. So,
Right.
Right. That is one of the bigger problems. You know, you tell somebody, hey, give me 6x6 hole, and you get out there and it's like 4x2, and they're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? You can't work in that?
All right.
And you're working like your feet are up here and your hands are way down here, and you're trying to
You almost got to go in the hole inverted.
yeah.
most
To
of
get
our
it.
guys are a little bit bigger than me, so they
Those are your
normally
jobs.
have a hard time. Yeah.
And then not only that is like getting the right pipe style out of the contractor. Like they go, oh,
Like today.
PVC.
Like today.
Like, yeah.
Like they go PVC, and you're like, okay, what kind of PVC? Well, I don't know. It's plastic
It's
pipe.
plastic. It's white.
I'm like, there's like 6 different classes of PVC pipe. You know, 2 styles.
We got 4 different sleeves for one size. So
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. They'll be like, hey,
Mhm.
just bring all your sleeves with you, like all 17 of them.
and if we're
Yeah.
doing 2 valves or 2 line stalks, you want us to bring 8 sleeves with us? Okay. Yeah, sure.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, no, that job today, they did have the right one. They just measured the wrong pipe. I'm not sure if there was a, you know, one pipe on one side and a little bit farther, a different pipe.
Oh wow.
So once they dug up the right place,
Oh,
it ended up being yeah.
Oh,
So I
six-
left and just turned right back around.
those
'cause they had the
6-inch
right
valve
one.
inserts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, they gave us one OD, and then
yeah, yeah.
they're
Show
like,
up.
yeah, we're doing it right
It's a
there.
different
Wait a
one.
minute, no, we're over here. Yeah, that worked out
a
good.
lot of the problem is we talk to the office people,
Yeah,
and the office people don't know a bit of what's going out there in the field. So
absolute disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't always get the lingo either.
Nope.
They're like, what do you mean? You know, this and that. But yeah, that it's a struggle we have every day with. You know, Keith communicates as much as he can with these people, and they just they still don't see
Get
eye
it?
to eye.
They don't get it.
Yeah.
Because Keith knows what he's talking about. Sometimes the contractor doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's
So
right. What's y'all's biggest gripe on when you show up to a job? Is it they're not ready? Is it their hole's too small? Is it
I don't really mind any of it because I'm a pretty small fella, so I can fit in. But now once we start waiting like 4, 5, 6 hours, then I got a little bit of a gripe about it.
Or you drive 3 hours and they forgot to tell you that the job's canceled because they're not ready.
That's happened before. Yeah,
yeah?
They can't get the material or this, that, and the other.
and all it takes is a phone call.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys. You know, we had to order parts for.
Or you get out there and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a 6-inch hydro stop. Okay, and you get out there and it's 8-inch.
All right.
Or it's a 10-inch.
Right.
They tell you the wrong freaking pipe size.
Or they give you an OD that doesn't even. It's not even on the chart.
Mhm.
At this point, I just bring a good plethora of sleeves
Right.
because who knows?
Yeah, I measured this using a tape measure.
Yeah, tape measure, and I'm like, that happened whenever I did that tap yesterday because we're filling out the job form and whatnot, and I was like, did y'all get the OD of it? He was like, it was about 21 inches. I was like,
About.
okay, so you measured it with a tape measure, okay?
Right.
You know, I tried that once, and
It's gotta
it
be-
doesn't work.
There's got to be like
Not with a
Yeah,
tape
the little
measure.
hooks on there. It's hard to get it to
Yeah.
snap around.
Is there like a conversion?
If you get a
Yeah.
paper tape, it
Pie.
would work, but
Paper
with a
tape,
metal
pie.
tape, it doesn't work.
Or pie.
Right.
Pie?
Pie.
I'm not
your
in this
math not
industry for math.
mathing?
I'm not in
Mathing.
this industry for math.
We're all here because our math wasn't mathing.
Yeah.
If I was good at
Right.
math, I would have went to college or something.
Yeah. Yeah, if they just take a string, just go around, and then put it on tape measure, that works best.
hmm
But
Yeah, but what if it's a stretchy string?
yeah,
Yeah, and they
I
pull
mean,
right.
all right.
Keith is out there and he's like, get that thing.
Or some dental floss, that might work.
Right.
Yeah, that might.
Might as well.
Um,
Looks like we got some boys pulling up.
Mm-hmm.
your first tap. You guys remember your first tap?
My first tap, yes, I do. It was in North Hills, Raleigh. 6-inch tap. I went out there with Tristan, right underneath the skyscraper. For a hydrant. I
Yeah.
passed that hydrant the other week, and I was telling my wife, I was like, that hydrant right there?
I
It's your
did
boy
that.
right there.
I did that. Yep.
Yep.
Remember yours, Bert?
Mine was September 2010.
Oof.
Of 1971.
2010. And I was still green. It was my first tap. It was in North Raleigh. I had two guys, experienced guys. They put everything together, told me it was great, put it on a truck, go out there, make the tap. What happened? The nuts and bolts were just hand tight. Water went everywhere. Filled up that freaking hole in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And started freaking out.
Yeah.
But then tightened everything up and was able to complete the task. Worked out.
Yeah,
There's one I'll never forget. My first
Right.
tap,
Yeah.
first tap
And
doing
then-
solo.
And then you never forgot after that, right? Check your
Nope.
check your
Everybody.
stuff.
Right.
I honestly think it was a joke. That's what I think happened. It was
I
purposely
played the
done.
fifth on that. I was
It
there. I
was
touched the
purposely
machine.
done. Hey, we're going to send Keith out here on his first tap, and let's just see how bad we can screw with him.
Right.
He'll never forget his first tap ever in his entire life. When his kids get old, they're going to talk about work, and this is one thing he's going to remember to tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You remember yours, Ricardo?
Oh man, it's been so long ago. I really don't.
Yeah. It's because
Yeah.
you don't make mistakes. Everything blends together.
I made mistakes just like anybody
My first tap went
else.
smooth. My first
Just
tap went smooth.
nobody ever really knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a while, all the jobs just start blending together.
Well,
Mhm.
that's true. Absolutely true.
Like today, the
Yeah.
contractor was like, "I remember you from the job we did in Surf City." I was like, "Well, when did we do that job?" He was like, 2-3 years ago. And I was like, "Dude, I don't
Right.
No, I don't know, dude."
I remember my first big job. Like when I first started doing this, there's 3 guys in the company. Subdivisions were going in like crazy. So direct taps, like 3/4 direct taps,
Oh my God.
we'll let you go do that because it's a new subdivision. They can shut the pipe down.
Mm-hmm.
So I do 20 to 30 direct taps a day. And, I was like 20 some years old. So I was like, no problem at all. I work 10 hours a day. And I got my first real opportunity to go do a 6-inch tap out by the airport next to the main highway, and feeling good. Got that thing tested, hooked up, started cutting. All of a sudden, water started shooting up about 30 feet in the air, and I forgot to put the test plug back in the
Ooh.
Never
tap.
done that before.
Tap and
Yeah.
sleep. And I only had like a small little hole in there from the pilot going through, and the guy's like, "Man, you're just gonna have to keep going. We need it anyway." I'm like, "All right." So I went from a tiny little hole to a 6-inch hole,
Trying to fight back.
and then couldn't get that plug back in. Next thing you know, somebody slams into the back of somebody else, caused a wreck. Needless to say, I was back doing direct taps for a little bit on that.
Didn't know we did that.
Oh, man.
But it was a mess. Like, just one of those things where you're just excited to do it. You get talking to people, and then you lose your focus. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll never forget that.
What about first big mess up?
That was
I guess
that was it.
That
That was it,
First big
yeah.
mess up.
What was your first big
Keith's
mess
first
up?
big mess up.
My
How big
first-
are we talking? Are we talking big as in like really bad, or are we talking like really expensive?
This was bad, big, and expensive. All three.
Right, covered all your
Freaking
bases.
$16,000 shaft got bent.
Yeah,
I was a part of that. I'll take somewhat of the blame.
yeah, just
You just got to remember lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
That's why
right.
we have
Go back to the
arrows on there
basics.
now that says in and out.
Right.
Was having a bad day that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you learn from others' mistakes
Yeah.
because there's been a couple times already that I've been to jobs with newer guys, and they do the same thing, and I question them about it. I'm like, "Are you sure? Because this already happened once.
Mhm.
Let's not do it again."
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, like two or three times already.
That's just like, remember
Yeah.
Andrew? He drove through the back of the pipe.
Right.
I tell people
Yeah.
about that.
Has anybody drilled through the back of the pipe here?
I've never
No,
drove through
no.
the back of the pipe.
I never. I've
No.
had a couple people do it
Yeah.
that worked for me, but I've never.
We used to have a guy. He tapped too hard on the inside tap and started bending the
Oh,
sleeve.
the
Mm.
tap and sleeve.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah.
But other than that, no one here. I think we're pretty adamant on. Hey,
Well, like Ricardo said, we
Do
learn
not.
from other people's
Other
mistakes.
people's
Yeah.
it's like
for
whenever
sure.
we were doing that night team and Mason took the pin out for testing, and I was like, "Look, dude, please put that pin in." I was like, "You only do that once.
Yeah.
You only do it once."
Yep. Get soaked.
Well.
All right. So this part of the segment is called the pressure test. I'm gonna shoot out 2 choices. Don't think about it. Just give me your first choice.
Okay. What do you mean? Okay.
You ready?
First thing that pops in the head.
First thing that pops in your mind.
Okay.
All
This
right.
could be interesting.
Ready?
You guys ready?
Yep.
DeWalt.
Does it have to be work related?
Let's keep it. You just say what comes to your
Okay.
mind, and then we'll play off it.
Okay.
DeWalt or Milwaukee?
I'm a Milwaukee guy.
Purple butterflies.
DeWalt.
DeWalt.
I'm a red man. I'm a red man.
Why Milwaukee?
I don't know, because he is DeWalt.
Yeah.
Well, Milwaukee. So when I first started, everyone was using Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But the problem with those guns were the batteries were loose. So
I do remember
you'd
that.
have to have them taped up or whatnot.
Because we're always going down like
Yeah.
that, so the
Mhm.
batteries would
Mhm.
eventually wear out.
But now they kind of updated with like a rubber insert piece or whatnot. So I mean, so far so good.
That and they got super hogs.
And the red.
And
The color's
red.
red. So I mean,
It's your favorite color?
Yeah.
I see.
Red
Red
shirt.
man. Red man.
Yeah, red man.
Red
right.
man.
Why DeWalt's?
DeWalt's. I like the balance of them. I think they're pretty well balanced. Well, I'm as far as impacts.
Mhm.
I think that the DeWalt's pretty balanced up top in the battery. I feel like the Milwaukee's are a little heavier up top. So sometimes they over extended period of time it does get heavy. They do get
Yeah.
heavy.
Like
But-
Wrist starts
Cobalt.
getting a little-
Yeah.
Cobalts are
Cobalts
like
are
a
real
freak.
good.
They're
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah.
What about the old flexes?
I heard they're going out of business.
They did.
Yeah.
Lowe's. I went to Lowe's the other day with Tristan. We were looking for a new Flex Impact, and they said, "Dude, we stopped selling them. No one was buying them." And I was like, "We were buying
Yeah.
them, but okay."
Yeah, we like them.
Those
Yeah.
were good for a while until their batteries just kind of just turn to crap.
Yeah,
They don't work as good anymore.
but didn't they have lifetime warranty?
Mhm.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, if you activated them.
If you activate it.
Yeah, but I think the downside to that it was you had to take them to a retailer,
Yeah,
like
Oh,
not where you bought them from, but like from like a service center.
yeah.
And
Like,
good luck trying to find
Yeah,
them.
a flex service center.
Yeah,
so at that point, it's almost easier to just go buy new ones.
Yeah.
and you're just racking up a bill.
Mm.
Milwaukee's everywhere.
Right. All right, fix it or make it work.
Make it work.
Depends
Yeah,
on the
Keith said make
situation.
it work.
Do you have the material to fix it? 'Cause if you
Uh,
don't, then you got to make it work.
You got to make it work.
Hey,
Like
yeah, it's
say
just
on
time.
our hydrostop tap.
It's kind of
machines,
hard
that-
to fix when you're making a tap, and
hmm
if there's a gasket missing, what are you going to do? Take the tap machine off?
No,
You
No.
just gotta make it work.
I've gasket blew out one time on a side tap, and I just put cardboard over it.
just keep going.
Just keep going.
That's funny. The when your tap machine starts leaking or shooting water outside, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You know, the
Right,
water
yeah.
going everywhere, and you're just like, It's
I mean,
fine.
most time
Yeah,
it does leak.
it's
like, at
normal.
the first initial cut, but then once it equalizes, it kind of dies back down.
Push
And you're
that
gonna
air
get
out.
wet,
Yeah,
and
I
hopefully
mean,
it's not in the wintertime.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that one time, Keith. You were making a tap. I was at the top of the trench box looking down. I was like, I don't think Keith shut that valve. And I said,
That was
Keith,
downtown Raleigh.
right? I said, Keith, and he went like that, and it said, "Boosh." He was up to his knees in water,
Oh,
like, in a
man.
heartbeat.
And that 2-inch
Yeah.
tap that freaking
Anthony did.
no, it wasn't Anthony. It was Logan.
Oh,
The-
when he
the-
just had to take it straight off.
Yeah,
he
it
had
to take it
Saddle.
straight off.
That's on under pressure.
No, I did
Yeah.
the same thing with Anthony. We were doing a 2-inch tap. Was it in Fayetteville? Outside of Fayetteville, maybe? And I was watching him because it was a small hole, so he had knocked it out, little saddle tap. And I was like, dude, did you close that cork? And you can see it, you know. The little he definitely didn't close. He said, yeah, man, I closed it. I said, all right. He took it off.
It's just-
Boom! I said, oh, buddy. He was mad the rest of the car, truck ride back. I said, dude, whatever.
That's right. You learn from your mistakes.
Mhm.
Like I said, most of the time you only do it once.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Wet gloves or wet boots?
Neither. Wet gloves over wet boots all day.
Wet gloves.
Wet
yeah.
gloves for sure.
'Cause once you get wet boots, it's over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just uncomfortable.
Do you remember that? There was that job in Durham where we had it was 3 or 4 16s and 24s for I forget who was it for, but we had that gasket blowout, and we were working on. Were you here? I don't know if you were here, Ben.
I don't know.
We were working up to our chest in in water.
Yes.
My boots got soaked and the liner ripped down. I ended up getting a free pair or a replacement pair.
Oh
But
wow.
I don't remember that one.
We were
Yeah.
doing a 10-inch team valve outside of Fujifilm. I was here maybe about a week or two, and they put the gate on, and the stud had hit the sleeve. It was too long. No one caught it, so they tightened all the bolts. They started tapping or whatnot. Dude, I was up to my chest in water. And I remember telling you that night or something, I was like, look, dude, if every day's like this, I'll go find another job, dude. I'm good. I'm not trying to do this.
It's just like that team valve that we did. It was who was that with us? I don't know. It was two other employees that are no longer with the company, but we were putting a 12-inch team valve in. They left the red gasket between the flange on the sleeve, and as you put the temporary gate valve on, and as you're making a tap, it got in the way. So we ended up in the water up to our chest.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the picture?
No, I don't think we have a picture of that one.
That was a different one.
That hasn't
Yeah, I
happened.
think that's the one. The picture you were talking about.
Yeah.
Since that one
Picture,
team
yeah.
valve, I don't think anyone's been that deep in water since.
Yeah. We've had pretty
Yeah,
good
we
luck
were-
lately.
Yeah. Not been to Coldwood.
Right. Summer heat or cold winter?
Oh, see, because in the summer I wish for the cold, and then
Yeah.
in the winter I wish for the heat.
Cold winter
Mhm.
for me.
Cold winter.
Yeah, cold
Really?
winter, because then you can work a little faster, warm up, and then if you got to take some layers
Yeah.
You
off.
can always put more clothes on and
Yeah.
take off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Can't
then once you get
strip down to
wet
your
gloves,
skimpies.
you're like, your hands
Yeah.
cramp up.
That's where you get
For
the
those
cold.
of us that wear gloves and have nice hands. Expensive tools or knockoffs?
Depends on the tool. Like wrenches and stuff.
Yeah.
You can get some knockoff ones.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
Sockets.
impact
probably-
sockets, probably
Impact
not.
sockets, probably not. No.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nope.
like impact, like I'm not gonna use like what's a knockoff impact gun? I don't even know.
Well, like Harbor Freight's got like a more cheaper version.
like the Bauer. I
There
probably
you
wouldn't
go.
use one of those.
Yeah.
But
Now, I
you've
tell you
never
what, though,
tried it.
Harbor Freight's got abundance of tools that you didn't even know you needed.
They got a wonderful warranty too.
They
Wonderful
do.
warranty. I have used and abused the Harbor Freight warranty
Right.
many a times.
Energy drinks or coffee?
Energy drinks.
Coffee.
Energy drink.
Energy drinks, but coffee in the winter. I like coffee in the winter. Just
Yeah.
to keep warm.
Yeah, I'm a big, I
Like a
got
good
my,
Monster in the morning.
got my emotional support cup that I bring into work every day
Yeah.
for my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Work through the pain or call out?
Depends on the pain.
Work
We
through
got
the
some people
pain.
here
No,
that would
hey,
call out.
the saying is no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. We got some coworkers here that would definitely call out. They
Yeah.
stub their
Yeah,
toe.
we could some
I think
coworkers.
it's also generational though.
Yeah.
Like the older guys
Mm-hmm.
work through it. Younger guys know they can take off. And,
Well, now I got good at insurance.
You can
So,
afford to take
Now
off
I can
now.
afford to take off.
Yeah,
Get a little bit more PTO now, so
I think work through it.
Yeah.
Work
depends on the
through it.
pain. Now, if you like broke
Yeah.
a bone or something, yeah, go on.
Oh,
dude.
I don't think you can do
But,
much
like,
at that
But
point.
like for me, like my shoulder hurts some days. I'm not gonna go home because my shoulder hurts. I'm just gonna
Or
work
hitting
through it.
yourself in the knee with a sledgehammer and keep working.
Right.
And that thing's the
Or fall.
Man,
size
that's-
of that clock right there.
I
Same
fall in the
color as that
hole and
clock.
just miss the pins.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
see what else? Getting hit in the
Right.
mouth with a turnbuckle off chain.
Coming back, hey,
Miss,
dude,
miss a tooth.
here's my tooth. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
This man
You've seen
had
a
his
lot.
tooth in his hand and was like, "Oh, it'll be all right. Put it in his pocket." And I was like, "Okay."
Remember when he had that nice new knife that switchblade?
Yeah, and he
And
stabbed
then he
himself
stabbed-
in the arm. He's like, dude, he's like coming up to me, "Hey, dude,
Hey, you
like,
think I
this
need
is-
stitches? What do you think?
You can see like the muscle in there, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'd probably go
Get
some
a couple,
stitches.
man.
Keep these a safety vest on at all times.
Walking hazard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that wraps it up this time. Keep checking out our page at Under Pressure on Instagram. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Dude.